Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and welcome back to our amazing Battlefield 1 coaching series called Analyze Your Game. Now before we start, I just want to give you guys the information once again to send in your own footage for an upcoming episode. So basically, all you have to do is send me an email to RogueMonkeyJrGaming@gmail.com. In the title of the message, put the map you're playing and the game mode you're playing, and then in the body of the message, you can give me a little description of your clip or game. YouTube links only, I don't accept Dropbox links or Mediumfire or anything like that. Basically, all you have to do, upload the video to your YouTube channel and then put it as unlisted and send me the link and I'll be able to download it from there. Ideal quality 1080p 60 fps, but we can also have a minimum quality of 720p 30 fps. You can send me console footage too, anything goes. I will be a little bit less critical with the accuracy on console, but without further ado, let's get stuck right into this. So this submission for today comes from James7921, and he is playing Verdun Heights on Conquest. In the body of the message, he says, wasn't the best game, a bit of bad aim here and there. Thanks for considering my gameplay. So let's get started right away and start the play button. So from what I can see, you selected support with the Shosha low weight, so that's a very good weapon right there. Don't know why you shot a couple of bullets right there, but nice kill. Nice accuracy. I think you got a headshot on there too. So the bottom part of Charlie is pretty much a mess. Well, Verdun Heights is kind of a mess altogether. There's a lot of clustered spots there and a lot of choke points that tend to happen, especially in the hills and Charlie if you're fighting over Charlie. But you're getting pretty good kills here. I don't think there's any sound for the footage. But it doesn't matter anyways. I'm going to be talking most of the videos, so it doesn't really matter if there's sound whatsoever. I'm just not going to be able to tell you if I hear like footsteps. That's unfortunate right there. Stick grenades. There's not a whole lot you can do, so I'm not going to be able to tell you if I hear audio cues that you didn't hear, stuff like that. But it doesn't really matter. We'll just deal with it and keep going as is. So you got killed there. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, wait for the medics, but most of the time medics don't revive, and I get why people skip so much. So that's fine. Keep spawning back there. Trying to get gas mask. Make sure you put your gas mask on. Yeah. Oh, nice grenade right there. 2 kills with that. I'm just going to take a drink. I tell you, like, making these videos just destroys your throat and makes your mouth so dry. It's crazy. Okay. There we go. That's much better. Oh, you have the trench raider down there. Okay. Now, they're taking Charlie, so you're going to have to make a move here. You can't... If you want to save Charlie, you might want to have to go up there. But then again, like, you guys are probably just surrounded, and I take it you're going to probably die soon here. Because there are so many people up here. It's just, there's people everywhere on Charlie. What I would seek to be doing is, I do believe that you guys are the French, so I think the French start on the hill, if I'm not mistaken. Closer to Echo and Delta. So you're still trying to hold out on Charlie. That's cool, but the thing... Oh, you guys are capping it now. Well, damn. I guess some more people spawned on there. That's good. Giving ammo. I see you're giving ammo a lot, so that's good. It's always an important thing. It doesn't matter if people need ammo or not. Just chuck it. Like, chuck ammo everywhere and health everywhere. If people need it, they'll go to it, and they're just going to get the ammo. That's unfortunate. Bayonet charge. Not a whole lot you can do there. So, I'm just going to pause it right here before you spawn back in. Okay, so you're the French army, you spawn here. So what I would be looking to do is, I would actually spawn on Alpha and try and get a flank off on this side. You see you have a couple teammates here and here. I would try and get a flank off and go to Delta, because I think you have a lot of teammates on Bravo, but I'm not sure. I have to see what where the flag is ticking. So yeah, Bravo's taken. Okay, yeah, you didn't have the time to spawn on Alpha. That's fine. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would have spawned on this teammate right here, and never mind Charlie, because Charlie is pretty much the clusterfuck of the map, if I can say it like that. That's nice aiming there with the controller, man. That's impressive. Because when you don't have a lot of teammates near you, yeah, especially on Charlie, there's not a whole lot you can do. You can't really solo everybody in there unless you're like a god of Battlefield, and you actually do. But I was suspecting you were gonna get killed here again, just because of the nature of Charlie flag. It's just a choke point flag. So I would spawn again on I would spawn it like on Echo and try to go get your Delta back caps, your gimme flags as you would call them. I would never mind spawn on him, especially when he's down there, because there's not a whole lot. You guys are still capping it, so okay. I take back what I said. You guys are doing a good job. Yeah, that was just an accuracy problem, but then again, you are playing on console, so I can't be too critical about accuracy. I am shit on console. Right now, you guys need to get a flag cap, and most of their team's on Charlie, so spawn on this dude here. You have teammates there. That's exactly what you're going to do. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Now, what I would try to do is there's probably a lot of people around here just waiting for you to go in. So what I would try to do is on the minimap, you can't really see, but I would flank around this side. If you can imagine that the minimap is bigger, I would flank around that side and try and go in the other entrance. There's another entrance on this side over here that you can go down the stairs. So that's what I'd be trying to do right now, is get a flank off, because you have most of your teammates are here, and they're going to take off a lot of the attention on that other side. So that's what I'd be trying to do here. Chucking a grenade, that's fine. Lots of explosive. Obviously in Verdun Heights there are a lot of explosives. That's just the nature of the map. So there's nobody on here. Okay, so that flank was useless. But you still didn't know that there was nobody down here, so I would have still tried and got the flank off, just to make sure that that side is clear. But this is fine. Like, you guys are capping the flag, that's what you need to do, because you guys were down by 4 flags, so they had the advantage by a lot. 12 and 5, dropping that ammo, perfect. Okay, yeah, you guys are starting to take fire here. They're starting to... They're taking Echo also. So right here you can see they're taking Echo. Chucking grenades. I suspect you're probably going to die here, yes. There's not a whole lot you can do at some moments there. I would just spawn on Echo and try to go cap with these guys here and just cap all of Echo instead of spawning on Delta, because if they're on Echo, then they can flank you from Charlie and Echo, which is not great. But if you cap Echo, then if you're on Delta, you pretty much just have to fend them off from like one direction, or mainly one direction, unless some of them get flanks off. So that's what I'd be looking to do, but you're defending Echo, which is the right thing to do. Just unlucky. Like, there's people, there's literally people everywhere. Sometimes death is inevitable. Okay, right here, this is a critical part, okay? So you have teammates here, but your team is capping Alpha over here. Okay, I saw it go up. So the ideal thing to do would be to wait for Alpha to be capped and try to do exactly what they are doing to you, which is back cap them. So you know that most of their team is around here and around this general area here, and like some people there. And you can see there's 2 little dots here. So there's 2 enemies here. But there's probably not a whole lot, because your team is actually capping that flag, and you can actually see you have teammates here. So your teammates got a nice flank off, and they're trying to back cap them. So that's going to take a lot of pressure off Echo, probably giving you the best chance to get your gimme flags back. So that's what I'd be looking to do here. But we'll just wait and see where you spawn. Okay, yeah. Okay, you spawn on your teammates, yes. Okay, that was probably the right thing to do, because your team wasn't quick enough to cap Alpha, and you would have probably wasted too much time in the spawn screen. But in the event that does happen, that they're almost done capping a flag in their back flags and their gimme flags, you spawn on that, because you want them. Like this right now, you can see there's no enemies there, or literally none. And you can see it's going up pretty fast, so I would wait to spawn on Alpha and help get the back caps. I hope you do that. I hope you spawn on Alpha and get the back caps. No. Okay, still trying. Because right now they're just basically shooting you guys in the spawn, which is not great. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Somebody still got the kill, so that's cool. That guy needs ammo. Yeah, you're very attentive to people who need ammo. That's great. I see you have the mortar. Taking a drink real quick. This is crazy. I see you have the mortar, so you might want to be looking into using it to at least try and fend some of the attack off, because they still have Charlie, and they are definitely gonna come from here, like that part over there. So I would definitely look into using the mortar. Getting a couple kills, yeah, that's good. Okay, yeah, that's good. You saw that there was people down there. That's important to always clear this part, because if you don't clear this part and there's enemies still behind there, you can't actually cap from here. But if there's still enemies here, they'll just end up spawning on each other and spawning on each other, and then you're always gonna have like a problem of enemies like lingering back, because clever enemies will wait until you cap the flag, which you did, and if they're hiding, they'll wait a couple seconds until you've left to actually go back on the flag to make you have to run back all the way over there and then have to go defend the flag, and they're just going to be busy. They're going to just take some of the heat off their other flags. That's what clever enemies would do, so that's a good thing that you cleared downstairs. Yeah, reload. Always keep... that was a little bit glitchy there, but you told me that, so there's no problem. Yeah, always keep a count on your ammo. It's always important to go into a fight, if possible, with the maximum amount of ammo that you can. Unless, of course, there's hordes of enemies. In which case, like, just go balls to the walls and shoot as many as you can. So your team's taking Charlie. But I do believe that you are losing all the other flags. So that's not great, because Charlie is really a central point, and they're going to be able to hit you from every single direction. I would go back and try to defend Echo and Delta at this point. Like, it's fine that you guys finish capping Charlie, but okay, you guys are capping their back flags. That is glorious right here. I mean, in clustered maps like this, in maps that have lanes, so you have like the way that Verdun Heights is actually made. It's made kind of like a almost a Z, a backward Z, depending on what direction you're looking at. So you have like this lane over here, this lane over here, and then you have like mid. So you pretty much have 3 lanes on this, and it's very difficult to actually get those flanks off, because there's so few flanking lanes available to you. So on tight maps like this, it's very difficult to sometimes get flanks off and like cap all the proper flags and get a good defensive. It's kind of difficult, and there's so much grenade spam and explosive spam. And I mean, you can't really blame people for having all that explosive spam, because I mean, it's the map for it. So this is what I was saying. It's like a backwards Z, and their spawn is like right around here. So it's kind of like a backwards Z, depending on how you look at it. Okay, I see you switched to assault just now with the rib rolls. That might be a good idea, considering that you have a lot of explosives as assault. I wouldn't, however, have spawned with the rocket gun, because the rocket gun is, what do you call it? A death sentence. Because for the rocket gun, you have to either stand still on a ledge or lay down. And when there's so many infantry around, it's probably not the best idea to just be standing still. You always have to keep moving, as when you're shooting a tank or you're on a larger map, a larger scale map, it's a lot easier and a lot less deadly to be standing still for a couple of seconds to shoot off that rocket gun. So Rib Rolls is a really good gun. It's a good all-around weapon, but it does have a slow fire rate, however, compared to some of the more competitive weapons, such as the Automatico, which is the undisputed king of close range alongside the Model 10A Hunter. But I mean, it's fine. You can use whatever weapon you want. Okay, spawning on a teammate. That's good. Keep in the front. Keep the attack going on that flag. What are those guys? Okay, those guys were attacking Bravo right there. All right. So I would keep the attack going. Try and keep the attack going on Charlie while your team is capping Delta. So it's pretty much just a trade of flags at this point. And not one team is really ahead of the other. And this is often what happens in Verdun Heights. Either one team gets completely crushed and they're just stuck in spawn, or both teams are getting a good amount of flags, and I mean, the score is pretty close. Like right now it's 485 to 544, which is a pretty close score. Yeah, turn around. There's people all around you. Check as many explosives as you can. That grenade was a little bit low, but that's fine. So yeah, I would take it. There's a lot of enemies there. Didn't have a whole lot of health. I don't think there's a whole lot of medics in your game, to be honest. I didn't see a whole lot. I saw you get revived maybe once so far, so that's unfortunate. And you guys are... this right here. I'm just going to rewind it like 2 seconds. You guys have... okay, you guys are 5 assaults in your squad. Usually when you work as a squad, you want to have at least a little bit of diversity, but you guys are 5 assaults. I would look into changing my class to this. This is probably the one you're going to be able to do the most difference with, because there are so many, like just your squad, that's like a little bit more than 10% of the team is assault right there. So that takes out a lot of medics. So I would be looking to go in medic personally, because I do like to have a good diversity in my own squad. But I play with my friends a lot, so we have a lot more communication. But yeah, I would be looking to do that at this point, just to have a little bit more sustainability on the battlefield also. Like, for ammo, you can always pick up somebody else's weapon and look for a medic class. But, I mean, for health, you always have to scramble. Like, you're top of the scoreboard, you're playing the objective, and you're getting the kills. It's just a game of who can cap the most flags the fastest. Yeah, nice kill right there. Oh, another drink of water. Sorry about that, guys. This is... the longer videos are the ones that kill. But it's fine. I see you have incendiary grenades. Incendiary grenades are great for one blocking off areas like lanes. Let's say you're fighting in like the little trench area. If you want to block off a certain lane of the trench, you can even just throw an incendiary grenade there, and it's going to stop people from going that way. So it's a great area of denial. Nade. Captain Charlie. There's a couple of people on there. So you guys have a lot of teammates on there. Nice, you found him. Awesome. You might have even heard him, but there's no sound, so I can't really tell if you heard him. I would just... there's only one guy here, probably, because you can see right here there's a very small point. So I would just move on and try to go to another flag. Let your teammates handle it if they can. Because right now what you're doing is you're pretty much just running around in circles, everybody looking for one dude, while you have like teammates that are probably just going to sit there anyways. Oh, you found him, but he killed you. That's unfortunate. Dude just camping in the rocks like that in the rubble. That just sucks. But I mean, you're doing really good in general. The movement's nice. The accuracy is pretty damn good for console. I have nothing to complain about there. I have nothing to say about that, really. I would spawn on this guy right here and go grab Alpha, because there's so many people on Echo right now. I don't know how much difference 2-3 people are going to make. Oh, just got a kill right there. Okay, it's even now. You guys there's 3 people on flag with you. Yeah. You always want to clear those bunkers, because that's probably the most detrimental part of enemies respawning on Echo. You just saw your teammate die there, behind you. Look at your mini-map right now. The mini-map is one of the most useful tools to anybody playing Battlefield, if they're not playing hardcore. You just saw 2 people die here, so you know that there's enemies here. So there's obviously at least 1 here, maybe even 2, because I feel like these guys died pretty fast. So there's probably 2 enemies here, and you saw it on the kill feed. So one of them got knifed, and I think the other one died right after. So there's at least 2 enemies there. So I would turn around and go that way to finish them off, because if not, people are just gonna keep spawning on them, and you might even get killed from behind. So your other teammate also died just now. So that's something that you have to look at as your mini-map. Important. I don't know why he's the guy that just died and he didn't go back to actually kill the guys that were behind you. So that's kind of odd on his part. Yeah, the gas is awful. At least they dumbed it down to 1 instead of 2, because 2 gas grenades per person, that was way too much. Especially, imagine in the DLC maps, it would have just been hell on earth. Freaking gas everywhere, having to put your gas mask on all the time. I take it there's still a few enemies back there. So, oh yeah, your guys figured out that there's people back there. I think you're pretty much clear now, because you and your teammates just killed one. Yeah, I think you're clear. Should be good to go. Now you guys have a 4 cap on, and they only have Charlie flag. And oh, nope, there's still enemies behind you. That's fine. Chucking a nade. I would try and crouch. Yeah, grab some health. Like, just stay there for a second. See, the thing is, nobody in your squad's a medic, and that's probably like nobody in your vicinity was even a medic. So that's just unfortunate. Change class, change class, change class. Please change class. Your team is getting mopped up on Echo. Oh, you guys are capping Charlie. That's fine. Just cap it a little bit, then go. There's no point in going down there. There's nobody down there. You just wasted your grenade. You got to pay attention to sometimes like the little bar on top here. It says if there's people on the flag or not. It's a lot easier than Battlefield 4 or previous Battlefield titles because you couldn't really tell if there was people on it. Unless, of course, you weren't capping. So go back to Echo. Go back to Echo. Never mind Bravo. They're taking it. That's their flag. Yeah, awesome. Just skedaddle back to Echo. You guys want to get your back caps because they are doing what you just did to them. You guys are now squeezed in between everybody. On Charlie. Unless a good part of your team, yeah. Okay, your whole squad pretty much spawned on the base. That's great. Work as a squad. Go, go, go. Keep going. I see you like me. You pull up the score screen a lot. I do that a lot myself. Oh, you just saw somebody there. Oh, up, up. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Oh, nice. Somebody did. Good. You guys capped that Echo. That's perfect. You're going to want to start going to Delta right now. Just start moving. You're going to get the cap bonus anyways. So it doesn't matter. Because you only have to participate for 30% of the cap to actually get the cap bonus. So there's no point in really sticking around. Unless it's the last flag that you're capping or you just want to cap it as fast as possible. Right now you guys are down flags. So you have to move as fast as possible and keep going from flag to flag. In order for the enemy not to get too much ahead of you guys. Okay, that's great. Your team is capping 2 flags right now. I think you guys are in a good spot. There's nobody on Delta. Your team seems to be capping Bravo pretty fast. So this is what Verdun Heights is. It's pretty much a flag marathon. Like you just run through flags all the time and just end up capping. Like your team caps 4 flags and the enemy turns around, caps the 4 flags. So that's pretty much all it is. And like that's the nature of the map. I mean, a map with vehicles is very much different because you have a lot more things to worry about, and usually they're a lot more open. Go to Echo. Go to Echo. Go to Echo, mate. At this point, you really should just go cap your back flags just to have people not be behind you again. Because right now it's pretty much at a critical point in the game where make or break. Because the scores are getting pretty close to 1,000 here. So you guys have 751, these guys have 820, and you need to prevent the back caps. So it's fine that you're capping Charlie, but most of your team will probably go to Charlie anyways. So I would just head towards Echo. Because a lot of people, what happens in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield titles generally is they just move as a big herd instead of capping multiple flags. See, you only have one guy going to Echo right now, so he's not going to be able to do anything there. That's just unfortunate. Spawning into an incendiary grenade, that's just very unfortunate. So right now, I would just move on to Echo because they're going to be coming from behind you, and then you guys are going to be screwed on Charlie. Nice aiming right there. Rebels is great at medium range. For an assault weapon, it's probably one of the best assault weapons for medium range just because it has a pretty good, not too fast rate of fire, but not too slow either, and it's got really manageable recoil. As compared to, let's say, the Automatica, which has like a lot of recoil. Just gonna take a drink of coffee here. Oh man, you should have had that. That was just he just like came up right onto you. That's just unfortunate. I'll be looking to spawn on Echo now. Help your team out. Clean up crew. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. At this point, you guys would have to probably keep 4 flags till the end to actually win the game. So I suspect, I don't want to get too forward here, but I suspect that you guys are probably going to lose this game, unfortunately. So yeah, just at this point, like, just cap as many flags as possible. Try and stick with your squad as much as possible also, just to work as a team. Of course, it's a lot more difficult when it's randoms you're playing with, as opposed to when you have a set squad of friends. It's a lot easier to move as a unit and actually work together. Because like in Battlefield, generally people don't use the voice chat all that much. And there's only very few people who actually use the voice chat. Like I myself don't really use the voice chat all that much. I do sometimes. But when I'm playing with my friends, unless they were like a squad of 4, we just usually we use TeamSpeak. So you're gonna have to go downstairs eventually here, because you know that the whole enemy team is just sitting down here waiting for people to show up. That's kill trade. That's the wonderful new addition. Yay. So yeah, their points are going up pretty fast right now, and yours are like dwindling down a little bit. So, and another thing that's I was talking about you going medic earlier, that can actually save you some points. So before, when Battlefield 1 came out, the Conquest score system was different than Battlefield 4. So basically, kills didn't count towards the total number of points here. So let's say you would kill somebody and it would respawn, it wouldn't use a ticket up. But now they changed it so that when you do kill somebody and they respawn, it uses a ticket. So if your team is dying a lot and respawning, their number is going to go up a lot faster than yours. So sometimes going medic it can save you a few tickets, especially when it's a close game. Like now, there's no way you guys are gonna win. But if you had more medics earlier on, you could probably save more deaths of teammates and more respawns. So their number might have been a little bit, like quite substantially lower than this right here, and you might have been able to win the game. And I mean, keeping people in the fight is always a better thing than having them wait in a spawn screen to respawn, because it means you have more active soldiers on the battlefield compared to having a lot of people sitting in the score screen waiting to respawn. And like now, there's no way you guys are winning. This is over. This is over. It's gonna be over. Like you're gonna spawn on Echo, try and defend it. It's great that you're doing that, but I mean, you still had a great game overall, man. Like I said, the accuracy is on point for a console. It's really impressive, actually. Positioning is pretty good. A couple of times you use your grenade for no reason, like throwing it down in the bottom of Charlie when nobody was there. That's just a couple of things that you like. I guess you panic through the grenade. I don't really know. And you just gotta look a little bit more at what your squad is playing and try to work a little bit more as a team to win more games. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the game. It was really good. I'm just gonna wait till the end of a round screen comes up just to see how you performed. So I take it I think you ended up pretty top of the scoreboard on this one. So I'm gonna end the analyze your game video here, and I'm just gonna close out. So James, that was some great gameplay. Just keep in mind the little tips and tricks I gave you. So work as a team. Pay attention to your minimap. That is very crucial to see where teammates died, because if teammates died behind you, that means there's enemies there, and you have to go take care of that, especially when they're behind your lines and they might go and backcap you. You have to take care of those enemies. Pay attention a little bit to the kill feed too. You were bringing up the score screen a lot, that's good, but always pay attention to what your squad is playing, like class-wise. So you guys had 5 assaults, which is not great. You're mostly looking for a mix of support, assault, medic, and maybe a scout. I know it's a bit more difficult to play scout in these maps, but having that flare is crucial sometimes, especially to spot enemies and pinpoint where they are, so it's easier for you guys to figure out where they are and actually clear the flag. So if you have like teammates that can do that, that would be great, but as I said, it's always more difficult to do it when you're playing with randoms. So that's pretty much it for this week's video of Battlefield 1 coaching called Analyze Your Game. So I'll put the information on screen once again for you guys to send in your own footage for one of the next episodes. So just the email is RogueMonkeyJr@gmail.com. and all the information is right there. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys have any other tips to give James to improve his game, leave them in the comments down below. And while you're down there, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Don't forget to hit that notify bell, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.